And America is escalating the war on the Houthis. Meanwhile, in just 24 hours, the US unleashed over 68 airstrikes. Its heaviest barrage in weeks, hammering command centers, weapons depots, command centers, missile launch sites for that matter. Videos from the US Central Command showing the decks of aircraft carriers lighting up day and night, with jets being launched in relentless waves. The night sky over the Red Sea erupting in fire and thunder. On the deck of the USS Carl Vinson, American soldiers rushing missiles, slotting them under the wings of F-35 stealth jets and F-A-18s. The carrier's deck is a hive of activity, missiles loaded, engines roaring, flight crews signaling to go ahead. And one by one, American warplanes screaming into the darkness, their afterburners painting blue streaks across the horizon. On target are Houthi strongholds deep inside Yemen. The USS Harry S. Truman joining that assault, doubling America's airborne firepower in the region. It's a show of force not seen since the opening days of Operation Rough Rider, the largest US campaign in West Asia during President Trump's second term. Since March 15, American jets have been regularly bombing Houthi targets. And despite suffering the heavy bombardment, the Iran-backed group has launched daring attacks. It has claimed to target American aircraft carriers with missiles and drones. In fact, the Houthis have also fired ballistic missiles at Israel. While America says it is determined to restore freedom of navigation in the crucial waterways, the air campaign is precise but devastating. Missiles raining down on Sana'a, Marib, Hodeidah, flattening military bases. The Houthis have said the American bombardment has targeted several residential areas and killed over 120 civilians. The U.S. state of Georgia has proposed a bill to formally recognize Hinduphobia and anti-Hindu prejudice via legislation. And this marks the first such statutory measure taken by a U.S. state. The Senate Bill 375, introduced on the 4th of April by a group of Georgia state senators, seeks to define Hinduphobia explicitly and also included under laws which prohibit discrimination based on religion, color, caste, or natural origin. The move has been strongly endorsed by advocacy group Coalition of Hindus of North America. In a social media post, the group thanked the senators for supporting the needs of the Hindu community in Georgia and the U.S. In April 2023, Georgia passed a resolution condemning Hinduphobia and anti-Hindu bigotry. Hindus for Human Rights, another advocacy group, meanwhile, has consistently rejected the notion of systemic Hinduphobia in the US or in India. It has said the criticism of caste, Hindutva or Hinduism itself must not be construed as anti-Hindu sentiment. There have been several instances of attacks on Hindu temples across the US. And in March 2024, the iconic Baptist Sri Swaminarayan Mandir in Southern California was desecrated with anti-Hindu and anti-Indian government graffiti. In September, Baptist Swaminarayan Temple in New York was vandalized, sparking strong reactions from the Indian consulate in New York. In December, a similar incident of vandalism against Sri Swaminarayan Mandir Hindu temple in California signaled towards a possible hate crime. Experts suggest that this is not just limited to violence and vandalism, but also manifesting in the form of discrimination, racism, bigotry in other spheres of public and social life, such as in politics and educational institutes. According to reports, the US is home to over 5 million people of Indian origin, with a significant portion identifying as Hindus. A 2023-24 study by Pew Research Center showing that Hindus make up around 0.9% of the US population, which is about 2.5 million people. In Georgia alone, there are over 40,000 Hindus, as per data shared by the state of Georgia. Our world today is fraught with danger. The tensions between the West and Russia are rapidly escalating. Russia says the future of nuclear arms control with the US and others looks bleak for now. While Trump has ordered to speed up the production of new nuclear weapons, our next story taking a closer look at why the risk of nuclear warfare is at its highest point in decades. Take a look.
As the world teeters on a knife's edge, saber rattling is at fever pitch, especially the nuclear kind. The US Air Force shared this footage of its nuclear-capable B-52 bombers, underground missile silos, and a missile launch. A reminder that America is watching, with its nuclear capability real and intact. From the depths of the Pacific to the skies over Arctic, nations are racing to perfect their nuclear triad. The land, sea, and air arsenals are designed to survive any attack and strike back with apocalyptic force. So, what exactly is a nuclear triad, and why does it matter? A nuclear triad refers to a country's ability to deliver nuclear weapons in 3 ways. Land-based ICBMs hidden in hardened underground silos, submarine-launched ballistic missiles stealthily patrolling the oceans, air-delivered bombs and missiles dropped from long-range strategic bombers. Each arm of the triad is built on a simple principle: survivability. If one part is destroyed in a first strike, the other 2 can respond, ensuring mutual assured destruction. It's a brutal logic if everyone can retaliate. No one strikes first. Today, only 4 countries have a full nuclear triad. The US, that pioneered the doctrine, Russia, that has the world's largest nuclear stockpile, China, that is rapidly modernizing all 3 legs, and India, that recently entered the elite club after acquiring its sea-based deterrent. Nuclear triads aren't relics, they're active deterrents, and the world's most powerful nations are once again making sure theirs are visible, to remind everyone what's at stake. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
And we are shifting focus for now to Pakistan. The story is about a recent, rather outrageous speech by the Pakistan Army Chief, General Asim Munir. And it has sparked quite a debate. It has become a matter of concern, particularly in New Delhi. Addressing a gathering of Pakistanis living abroad, General Munir stressed on the importance of Kashmir, calling it Pakistan's jugular vein. He emphasized on the importance of keeping the Kashmir issue front and center. in Pakistan's national conversation. In fact, he spoke about the two-nation theory, which is the foundation for Pakistan's creation in 1947. He said he believes Pakistanis and Indians differ significantly in terms of religion, culture, aspirations. He told Pakistanis based abroad that they were the country's ambassadors and must not forget that they belong to, quoting, a superior ideology and culture. Listen into this.
Our religion is different, our customs are different, our traditions are different, our thoughts are different, our ambitions are different. That was the foundation of the two-nation theory that was laid there. That we are two nations, we are not one nation. So because of that, our forefathers, they struggled, mounted that incessant struggle to create this country. Our forefathers, they have sacrificed immensely, and we have sacrificed a lot for the creation of this country, and we know how to defend it.
For the unversed, in the years before independence of India, the two-nation theory was the basis for the movement demanding a separate state for Muslims. The movement was led, among others, by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who went on to become the first Governor-General of Pakistan. But here's the thing. The two-nation theory ran contrary to the idea of common history and heritage that India and Pakistan share. It also goes against tenets of secularism. Stressing his point, the Pakistan Army chief said that India and Pakistan are two nations, so he urged his audience to share Pakistan's story with the younger generation so they appreciate their roots. He also addressed concerns about investment in Pakistan due to the country's problem with terrorism. He stated that terrorist groups will not succeed in overpowering its armed forces. He told his audience that the military would take firm action against separatist movements in Balochistan. It was quite a stirring speech, to say the least. But what was it all about? What's behind the speech? For a country where military and politics are so intertwined, General Munir's remarks essentially setting the tone for Pakistan's stand on several issues, especially how it approaches its relations with India. General Munir reinforced the two-nation theory to conjure up a sense of belonging and foster a sense of national unity, especially when the country is facing a challenging time. His remarks also positioning the armed forces as the defenders of Pakistan's Islamic identity and sovereignty. And then you have the bluster about Kashmir. It's very clear. Kashmir remains at the heart of its politics, and Islamabad has no plans to let it go. Remember, General Munir was speaking to overseas Pakistanis, many of whom support Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister who is currently imprisoned and contesting election results. It raises a rather interesting question. Is Munir trying to present a more nationalistic front than Khan? India, of course, has slammed the Pakistan Army chief's statement, saying that Jammu and Kashmir is a union territory of India and its only relationship with Pakistan is the vacation of illegally occupied territories by that country. Listen in.
Your question on the comments. See, how can anything foreign be in there in a jugular vein? This is a union territory of India. Its only relationship with Pakistan is the vacation of illegally occupied territories by that country.
The fact is there has been an upsurge in the terrorist activities in Pakistan, especially in areas deprived of basic facilities like electricity, fuel. We are talking about Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where the ordinary citizens have been facing poverty and discrimination and general frustration, which often manifests itself in terror activities. So then, was the Pakistan Army chief trying to hide the military's failure in containing the rising violence in certain parts of Pakistan, especially where communities are voicing their grievances?